Welcome to a Medieval 2 AI-only campaign, but at the end of every 20 turns, the faction or factions with the least amount of territory die. They just disappear off the map, just like that. Short victory objectives? Let's begin. Alright, so I can imagine these northerners up here, Scotland, Denmark, Russia, they're kind of sweating right now. They only start with one settlement. I won't include the Papal States in this because obvious reasons. Yeah, I won't be counting them. Okay, Russia was able to take Moscow, so right now they are safe, because there's two more factions that have less land than them. Scotland and Denmark. So if it was to end now, both of those factions would die. Why do I not just spin a random wheel to see which one? Why do I kill both? It's to save myself a little bit of time, you know, because this is probably going to take like 2 hours as it is. Oh, and why do I go by territory and not by the stats here? It's because as you get later into the game, this can actually become delayed. Like, by quite a few turns, it doesn't update correctly, so yeah. This here does not help us at all. Alright, Denmark was able to take Stockholm. Not looking good right now for Scotland. 11 more turns left until we kill somebody. Oh, poor Scotland, they're not even moving. I think they might be a little bit stuck. Yeah, this can sometimes happen with the AI, like 1 or 2 factions at the start. They get a little stuck, and that does seem to be the case here. I think Scotland is about to die. Alright, then here we are, turn 20, and yep. It is Scotland's time to die. They didn't do anything, so I don't feel too bad about this. It's a start. And boom. RIP Scotland. That does make it much easier for England right now. An easy conquest of the British Isles. That should really help them. Okay, next elimination. On turn 40. And right now, a lot of factions are at risk. Yeah, they all share 2 settlements. Oh, we have a crusade already. Of course, for Cairo. Yeah, here we go. That could spice it up a little bit more. The Hungarians and the Venetians going back and forth over Sofia. Yeah, both want that castle. It is a very valuable castle. And both also joined the crusade. Who's going to get there first? Alright, the Spanish taking Zaragoza. They are now safe from the purge. They're going to be okay. Not looking good for Portugal though. Slowly getting surrounded. Russia, a lot of potential, but they're not doing anything. Denmark, they need to take a settlement as well. Looks like they are interested in Riga. And then of course, Milan. Also not really doing too much. The Pope took Florence. I think they've got to go to Bern. Should be an easy one to take at this point though. The Moors took Valencia. Yeah, again, it's all just more and more surrounding the Portuguese, cutting off their opportunities. I think they're going to die next. I think it's going to be them. But then again, Milan seems a little stuck right now. They're not doing much. A bit of a worrying sign, really. But then again, same thing for Denmark as well. Oh, so many easy settlements around, but they're just not moving. Come on, Russia, you've got such a massive army. Use it. Venice taking Budapest from the Hungarians. Hungary might be down to 2 settlements soon. Sofia under siege. That's not good for Milan. They're slowly starting to get surrounded. The Pope takes Corsica. Okay, Hungary holding out for now. And it's the Polish taking all of this easy territory away from the Russians. Oh, poor Russia. And we're getting ever closer and closer. Russia, is under threat. Denmark, under threat. They could go. Milan, they're about to die. Portugal as well. It's really not looking good. Failed crusade. Yeah, not much really happened. Like, nobody got anywhere near, which was unfortunate. Alright, then turn 38. Is anyone going to make any progress? I really don't want to have to kill all of these factions off, but I will do if I have to. Last turn, and yeah, no one made any territorial gains. Ah, the stupid medieval 2 AI. Alright, there we go. The death of Denmark is going to help out the HRE. The death of Russia should help out the Poles. Death of Milan, HRE or Venice. Maybe the Pope. And of course, the death of Portugal, Spain and the Moors. That should help. Alright, then here we go. Time to continue another cycle. Another 20 turns to go. The Pope already took Genoa. England, in a tricky spot right now. They've got the same disease that had Scotland. They're just not moving. It was the Spanish who came in and took Lisbon here. Yeah, that's going to be good for them. Slowly surrounding the Moors. Toledo left open there. Risky move. Yeah, you've got to be careful about that. Aarhus fell to the HRE. Hungary starting to struggle a bit as well. They're at 3. But they might be able to take Budapest. Nope, they failed. Oh, and I completely forgot about the Moors. They're at 3 settlements too. Again, we could be about to lose a load more factions. Defeat imminent. Poland. They could actually win it. How much do they need? 15 settlements. And I think they have to destroy Russia. They're at 11 right now. Yeah, Poland could actually win this. Spain took Bordeaux. Surrounding Pamplona. They should take that eventually. We've got a new crusade for Toulouse. Interesting choice. And what is the Polish Navy doing round here? Weird. Alright, well that's crusade cancelled. The Spanish took it. Oh, it was a success. They must have joined the crusade before attacking. Spain is playing this smart, I like it. The Pope took Milan, but we're getting closer to that turn 60 now. The Moors, England, Hungary, all at risk. Yeah, I think all 3 of them are going to die. It's like the Hungarians, they could take... they're surrounded by large powers. The Moors, yeah, got an unfortunate situation for them. They can't really do anything. England, no excuse. They should have taken Britannia by now, but for some reason, they're playing it so dumb and so slow. And there we go, turn 60, and none of those 3 powers could gain any more territory. Oh well. Alright, there we go, another 3 factions dead. Britannia completely open right now, but that doesn't really help anybody. Maybe the French a little bit. This helps the Spanish. That's 3 territory for them. And this here, Venice and Poland. Definitely Poland, because I think they have to destroy them in their short victory objectives. So yeah, that's going to be good for them. I think Poland could actually win this campaign here. Oh, the Papal States eating away at the French. Dijon and Marseille both falling, and the Spanish push on to Angers. They could be the next one to die, but if not, then I don't know. The factions are getting pretty big right now. It's not the same as Rome. I think this system works better in Rome, but still I'm enjoying it. Venice under siege by the HRE. Oh, that could be a really big blow for them. Alright, they held out, but the French at Angers did not. Down to their final 4 settlements. Ooh, not looking good for France. The Polish now trying to take some of that free Hungarian land. I don't know how many settlements they need. I'm assuming it's 15. And they are currently at 12. So they could be very close to victory here. Byzantium surprisingly taking Sofia before the Venetians could get here. And Durazzo under siege. Ooh. Spain take Cannes. Spain could be about to get a defeat imminent sign, or I guess victory imminent for them. Yeah, Spain could win this. Cordoba under siege. I think all the factions they are meant to destroy are dead. But who's going to go first? France or Venice? It could be either of them. Cordoba is theirs. Poland goes to war with the HRE. No conflict yet though. The Mongols have invaded. Where have they spawned? Right here near the Turks. That's going to mess that faction up. The Poles taking Riga, getting another settlement under their name. I think that puts them now at 13, possibly 2 settlements away. But can any other faction beat them to it? They've taken Novgorod. Oh, they should be getting really close now. Assuming it is 15 settlements, they are now 1 away. Venice held out down here. Alright then, turn 74. 6 more turns left. Venice at 5 settlements. No wait, 6, 7. Venice is okay. They're going to be fine. It's France who should be sweating, and I don't think there's any way for them to come back. France, I think, is done. But never mind. The Polish win. Poland went and got the win. Well done to the Poles. Wow, they got their 15 settlements, didn't they? Yep, Bucharest fell. I'm actually going to continue for a little bit longer because it's much shorter than the Rome one, so yeah, I'll keep it going for a bit. The Papal States besieging Sicily here. Yeah, it doesn't work the same on Medieval 2 because you've got the Pope who doesn't really count and cannot really be killed. Then you've got the hordes as well, like, you know, what do they class as? I'm basically in this counting the Pope as like a horde. And now, like, the last faction to be still standing by the end is like the ultimate winner sort of thing. That's how I'm seeing it now. Alright then, but here we go, turn 80, and yeah, France are the smallest power by quite a bit, so bye-bye France. That should make it easier for the Spanish, maybe for the HRE as well. Maybe a bit of the... yeah, that could even help out the Pope. Sicily now, starting to sweat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venice is at 7, but they're more likely to lose territory than Sicily. Byzantium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, a lot of big factions now starting to struggle to stay alive. Okay, so the Mongols ended up sacking Adana. Yeah, the poor Turks. But this is interesting. This means I think the Mongols are going for Constantinople, and they will settle this here. Yep, definitely going for Constantinople. New crusade for Tunis. Oh, poor Sicily. The Venetians are already here as well. I think Sicily is the next to go. Then again, Byzantium. Losing territory to the Mongols. Maybe the Mongols might destroy them first, or weaken them to a point where Sicily might be okay for one more round. Venice were able to take Tunis here. Spain looking really good at this point. They're looking really powerful. Along with, of course, the Poles. But yes, Sicily only at 4 settlements now, and I cannot see them bringing this back. Interesting, the Mongols are going back. Oh, they're trying to regroup with their main army, aren't they? Yeah, reinforcements came in. They're pulling back to regroup. Okay. Alright then, turn 100. Bye-bye, Sicily. And with them now out of the picture, that could help Spain, maybe, in Africa. Maybe Venice. The Papal States should get Sicily. It doesn't change it too much. Alright, but now it's probably going to be Byzantium. But it depends. Venice could lose a lot of territory very rapidly if they play this wrong, so they should be careful. Same with the HRE. They look okay now, but they're in quite a big war. They have to be careful. The HRE losing a lot of territory now, but so is Byzantium. Thessalonica fell, and they're not showing any signs of, expansion, so they're struggling too. New Crusade for Riga. Oh, they're going for the Poles. That could be interesting. Could Christendom working together be enough to bring down Poland? Either way, that's good for Spain. Oh, and the Spanish now taking London and joining the Crusade at the same time. Yeah, is Britain going to be theirs? If they play it right, it should be. Yerevan got sacked. Poor Turks. And you've got to factor in the Egyptians as well. They are only at 6 settlements. Byzantium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, they're also at 6. They could die too. Oh, and Riga did fall. The Papal States, with their crusading army, was able to take it. Interesting. The Egyptians at 6. They are at risk. The HRE, they're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're okay. Well, Byzantium should be okay, but Venice does kind of want them gone. Can they do it in 2 turns? Take a couple of settlements? I doubt it. Yeah, no, they're not going to. Alright then, turn 120. Rip Egypt. And that, who does that help, do you think? The Turks. Definitely the Turks. Poland getting into the Netherlands. Spain pushing up north, deeper into Britannia. But the Turks, they have so many other problems to deal with. They're not even able to take this free territory here. Free, valuable territory. They can't do anything about it. That's not good. Alright, Constantinople, now under siege. And there we go. The Venetians sacked Constantinople. There we go. Byzantium, starting to struggle. The HRE, losing more territory all round. New Crusade for Vilnius. Another one for Poland, and the Papal States is already here. They're just chivalry farming at this point. Interesting choice by the AI. By the way, we've not seen a single jihad yet. Then again, like, the Moors died early, but surely the Turks or the Egyptians must have called one. Like, they've had time to do it. And there we go. They won. Vilnius, now under the Pope's control. Alright, but we're getting to the final turns now, and I think it's pretty obvious who's about to go. Ooh, they did take Crete though. Where does that put them then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 settlements. The Turks? Oh, they're like about 10. They're okay. Venice, what are they at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. 2 turns left. Nah, I think it's still Byzantium. And for HRE, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even though they are about to lose this one. Hold on. Right, Byzantium at 7, HRE at 8. But if they lose Metz in the next 2 turns to Spain, the HRE are dead. They would go along with Byzantium. Ooh, a double kill. Oh, they held out. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, but I saw Byzantium try and take Iconium. If they just snuck in there and got that settlement, they'd have killed off the HRE too. Or if they got Thessalonica as well, they were so close to just killing the HRE and maybe even saving themselves, but luck was not on their side. And there we go, Byzantium is dead, which is a massive boost for the Venetians. That puts the Mongols in a bit of an awkward spot there. Interesting. Alright, but who is next? The Turks or the HRE? It's got to be the HRE. They're losing territory. The Turks, they're able to gain land now that the Mongols are passing. Maybe it's Venice. They could get killed. Oh, the Pope took Paris, moving on to Rheims, and they also took Novgorod. The Pope taking out everybody. Yeah, see what I mean about Medieval 2? The Pope is always ruining my fun, no matter what. AI campaigns or Let's Plays. I hate the Pope. An even greater threat, oh, poor Turks. But somehow they're still clinging on for survival. The Mongols crossing into Europe now. It's not going to look good for Venice. Yep, Constantinople under siege. And it should go right here. And now the Timurids invade. What good timing, right outside Baghdad. Oh, Venice. Taking Krakow, taking land from Poland. Could Poland be about to collapse? Yeah, they are starting to lose land overall. Even the HRE making a few jabs at them. And there we go, Constantinople has fallen, and as predicted, they did settle it. Alright, 10 turns left. The HRE or the Turks. But then again, looking at the rate it's going, the Venetians could actually be next. Depends on how much damage the Mongols can do in the next 10 turns. Yeah, they're taking a massive chunk of territory right here. The Pope taking land from Spain. Oh, the Timurids just passing by for now. And Venice has lost all of Greece. I think we need to do a count. Venice is at 6 settlements. Alright, the HRE are definitely safe now. The Turks, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, they're safe. It's probably going to be Venice. The Pope taking out even more territory from Poland. But yeah, definitely Venice is the next to go. I think I went a little turn over there, yeah. Oh well. Bye-bye, Venice. Bye-bye. Alright, who does that help? Everybody at this point. Everybody but Spain and the Turks. I guess Spain can now get Tunis easily. Okay, so not including the factions that we cannot kill, the Mongols, the Timurids, the Pope, and technically the Aztecs as well. We can't kill them. There's only 4 factions left. Spain, the HRE, Poland, and the Turks. Who's going to survive to the end? That's what it's all about now. Who can survive the longest? I think the next extermination wave is going to be between the HRE and the Turks. But it depends on what the Timurids do. If they go for the Turks are done. Alright, the final 5 turns and peace has been kept, but let's do a quick count. Alright, the Turks are at 10 settlements, but the HRE at 11. Ooh, 11, so if... yeah, this is close. Alright, the Turks keeping peace with the Timurids for now. That might just save them, but they need to take some territory. They cannot rely on the HRE just losing land. Speaking of which, it does not look like that's going to happen. Yeah, the Pope right now, they seem to be like shielding the HRE, keeping them safe. And here we go, turn 179. At this point, yeah, the HRE should be fine. They might even get another. The Turks, meanwhile, yeah, not able to attack anything, not looking good for them. I think the Turks are dead. Yep, they're dead. And that does certainly help the Timurids and the Mongols, but, you know, they're not technically playing right now. They're more here to just destroy everybody else. Alright then, Spain, the HRE, and Poland. The final 3. And I think the HRE failing to take Frankfurt is a sign of who is next to go. Oh, but they did take a rebel settlement over there. They did take Krakow, and Poland has been losing a lot of territory, and it's not showing signs of changing. Poland could actually be the next one to go. Yep, Smolensk has gone. Poland has some really crazy, annoying border guard right now, which makes counting it really difficult. They're everywhere. Frankfurt and Breslau under siege. I think if the HRE can take these two settlements, they might just survive another round. Can they do it? They failed, but they've got Prague under siege. They're not giving up too easily. Alright, coming in again with all three armies. Crusade called for Frankfurt. Poland has 9 settlements. The HRE has 12. So yeah, either way, I think the HRE should be fine for another round. The Pope pushing onto Khan. Are we going to get another random HRE win? Alright, that was a lot of territory. Frankfurt and Breslau both fell. And they completed the crusade. Oh, the crusade was for to lose. Spain losing territory rapidly right now to the Papal States. The HRE, simply by getting along with the Pope, might outlive both superpowers and win the game. Oh, this cannot happen again. Alright, 3 turns away now, and it's obvious at this point, it's Poland. The HRE taking even more territory from them, and the Pope keeps on whacking those Spanish, not giving up at all. Alright, then here we are, turn 200, and rest in peace Poland. Who does that help? The HRE. Yeah, that helps them. Not the Spanish at all. Meanwhile, the HRE clearly gets along with the Pope, unlike Spain, and the Mongols don't really have too many forces up here. The HRE should be safe, but I've got to do a count. The HRE has 15 settlements. The Spanish have 20, according to my count, but the Spanish are far more in danger. Can Spain hold on for 20 more turns? Can they do it? The HRE took Thorn. The Holy Roman Empire going to war against the Mongols. They need territory from somewhere. Like, Scandinavia would be okay, but, you know, they're going for the Mongols, trying to take Budapest. And they took it as well. A big win there. Next stop, Bran. The Papal States, though, taking some territory for themselves. I've got to see the diplomacy. Yeah, they've got an alliance with the Pope. If this was to continue, the HRE would win. But there's only 17 turns left. Oh no, Rene has fallen. The HRE could actually do it right now. Okay, Spain on the comeback. They have taken Toulouse. Okay, 10 turns left. I think I've got to do another count. Okay, I count 18 settlements for the HRE, 18. And the Spanish are still at 20. Yeah, because they took Toulouse back. 10 turns left. 2 settlements divide them. They could both potentially die, but they're moving on Bucharest. That would make it 2019. It's 2019. What a good year. All things considered, like what we've had lately. 2019 was a pretty good year. Alright. Crusade called. Alright, for Constantinople. But the Papal States are about to take it. Oh no. The HRE were meant to get that. What else can they take? They've got to go on to the Mongols, but that's big armies that they'll be up against. But Angers is under siege. The Pope is going for it. The Pope lost at Angers. The Pope really trying to get the HRE to win this now. Alright, they've got Sofia under siege. It's still under siege. A successful crusade. Well done, Pope. It's still 2019. Oh, but the Mongols won. Still, score is 20 versus 19. Actually, no, I counted wrong. The Spanish have 19, or maybe like, this settlement revolted, but they could take Timbuktu. Yes, so both factions right now at 19 settlements. Timbuktu under siege. The Angers is under siege in the north. The Mongols under siege again at Sofia. The Spanish held out at Angers. No move yet on Timbuktu. The HRE took Sofia. They've taken the lead. They are at 20 settlements. The Spanish only at 19. It's not going to be enough. There's 3 turns left, and I don't know what the Spanish can do at this point. They have to have one last desperate push. And here we go. The final turn. I'm not going to look at the map. And there we go. I see no change. I'll do one more count. And yep, I can confirm. The Spanish have 19 settlements, and the HRE have 20. The Holy Roman Empire actually won. There we go, the Spanish are now dead. Well done to the HRE. Now the Polish got the first original victory objective, the short victory, but the HRE survived to the end, and they got that win. Well done to the HRE. That's the second time in a row they came out of nowhere. Wow, in one of these, like, Elimination AI-only campaigns. The last one was done very differently, but still, very similar story. The HRE coming out of nowhere. I cannot believe it. What a wild ride that was. Ally with the Pope. It clearly helped them out. Even the Mongols are about to die. They're on their final settlement. Yeah, Trebizond. Anyway, I'll have one look at the stats here. Okay, so here we are. The factions that I think were most interesting. The HRE, the Spanish, Venice, Poland, and the Turks. Overall, that's where they are. Then we've got military. Then we've got production. Territory. I like how it just suddenly dips. Well, it doesn't suddenly, like, dip, does it? No, yeah, it's weird, because it doesn't, like, calculate it every turn correctly. That's why I don't use this to judge who is strongest. It doesn't calculate it right. But yeah, the HRE vote was marked at the end as the winner. Well done to the Holy Roman Empire. And then population there too. Leave a like on this video if you want to see me do this again, but I'll remove the Pope, I'll remove the Timurids, remove the Mongols, get them out of the game, maybe have it every 25 or 30 turns, or do it differently in some way, because I think in this one a lot of good factions died off too early. We didn't get that in Rome. So yeah, I might have to do a few changes to it. If this video gets 500 likes, I will do that someday. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified of the next one. But for now, until tomorrow's video, MELKOR.